All right. Goblins. Post Faithless Looting ban. Post Stoneforge Mystic unban. And thank God Hogak banned. So I played this deck at Mythic Championship Barcelona. I went 6-4 in the constructed portion. And I lost to Hogak 3 times. I went 6-4, and I went 1-3 against Hogak. My only other loss to a non-Hogak deck was to the Hardened Scales player who lost the finals of a tournament, and the games were exceedingly close, and I think maybe I could have won. So, Hogak's gone. Thank God. Still got Plague Engineer to deal with, and there's other problems to deal with as well, but I'm pretty happy, honestly. This list is very similar to the list I played at the Pro Tour, or Mythic Championship, put a penny in a jar, sorry. We are playing one Krenko Mob Boss. This is a card that I've poo-pooed over and over and over and over again as a win more card, but I think that one copy is good enough, and I think also the synergy between Krenko and Sling-Gang Lieutenant might put it to the point of being worth it. The downside of when you draw it empty-handed and then just bolt it might be worth the upside of make 6 tokens, fireball you, and kill you. So I'm pretty cool with that. Our sideboard has changed. Grey Strider, new sub, what's up? September, half price subs. And remember, we're playing this because we hit our first goal. We hit 600 subs. Next goal, Arena Viewer Challenges. We also got donation bonus leagues to reopen and a new stream mascot. He's sitting right over there. By sitting, I mean sleeping, but you're going to want to meet him. He's really, really cool. So keep those subs coming. Half price subs for September. This is day 4 of 20 days in a row of streaming. Sideboard is mostly the same as it was at the Pro Tour. The big thing is we're not playing for Leyline of the Void. Leyline of the Void sucks. It's not a good Magic card, but it was necessary to Hogak metagame. Now that that's gone, we can flesh out our sideboard a bit and play a few more varied answers for things. We added a 3rd Relic in place of the Leylines. We still want some Graveyard Hate. This is the best fair Graveyard Hate card for us. We've also added 2 Alpine Moons for the Tron and Valakut matchups, which have gotten more popular. Prefer that to the cheaper option. Prefer this as a cheaper option than Blood Moon. I think Alpine Moon plus our Field of Ruin should make the matchup pretty good. Still have our 1-of Goblins. We have a 2nd Cratermaker. We have a Chainwhirler, and we have a Trashmaster. Those are important. We were playing a bunch of Thoughtseizes. I've decided to shave down on Thoughtseize and play 3 copies of Collective Brutality instead. Burn's not a great matchup. I lost to Burn. Oh, wait. Did I go 5-5 at the Pro Tour? I did go 5-5. I'm dumb. I lost to Burn in the last round. I'm a liar. Lost to Burn in the last round of the Pro Tour. So I'm 5-5, but I went 1-3 against Hogak. Yeah, and X and 2 otherwise. So whatever. So, but Brutality is the best card against Burn by a lot, and we're a deck that has a lot of extraneous cards because of Ringleader and stuff. So Brutality seems fantastic against them, while also being a reasonable discard spell against combo decks. So we have 2 Thoughtseize and 3 Brutalities, and then we also have Icon of Ancestry. This is our preemptive anti-Plague Engineer, anti-Red and 6 card. Very, very good in fair matchups. You want a card that can preempt a Plague Engineer, so it doesn't just wreck your board. We tend to board down on one toughness creatures anyway in those matchups. Prospector's not great in your fair matchups. So that's the deck. That's the sideboard. Still playing for Field of Ruin. Let's battle. It's Goblin times. Yes, we're playing 1 Krenko. Let's go. We won. Goblin time. Oh boy. Doggo. No, we can't get a dog until we move. We're still trying to sell the house in South Carolina, looking at houses up here, blah 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 blah. So it's a slow process, but so it is not a dog. It is not a dog. All right, we are home. We're playing Goblins. It's a lot of prospectors, but Ringleader makes it keepable. So we're gonna keep. Not thrilled with this hand, but Chancellor of the Tangle. We can't win. We cannot beat a Goblin Charbelcher style combo deck. So, open the gates. What the hell is going on? I guess they are playing Belcher, maybe. I would think Neoform, but they just played Open the Gates. And this is like, there are many, many better Lava lands. I don't know what's happening. We are probably going to lose, though, because if they're playing some dumb all-in combo tends to be very good against Goblins. Hence the what's it called? It's in the sideboard, the Thoughtseizes. Why do I prefer Brutality over Chalice the Void? Chalice just isn't great. I don't know. Traverse the Uvenwald for Island. Alright. Chalice is good sometimes, but I want a card that interacts the board right now. Not a card that I can draw on turn 4 and have it be terrible. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. No idea. We're going to play all of our Prospectors, and we're going to say go. Traverse the Uvenwald. Open. They're playing Lay of the Land Tribal. Talisman of Curiosity. Yeah, I mean, it must be a Belcher deck. Goblin Cratermaker. I can buy a Stone Rain. I could buy Stone Rain. And then next turn we can Ringleader, I guess. So the question, do I want to cast the Matron first? I can go Matron, Vile Cratermaker, stack Matron for red, kill the Talisman. Nah, we can just do it next turn, I think. We can Violet and then cast Ringleader. Yeah, I think this is fine. Also, holding Matron allows us to sculpt our hand a bit better. We draw a Warchief, we can just kill them with a Piledriver. We'll just see what's going to happen. Alright. Did not think I would be destroying a Talisman of Curiosity this league, but it is dead. It is dead. Metamorphose. Yeah, that card's good. Talisman of Impulse. They're just playing a Belcher deck. I mean, they must be playing a deck that trying to pull all the lands out of their deck and Goblin Charbelcher us. That's my guess. One of the skills in Modern you need to learn is being able to figure out what your opponent's weird deck is doing ASAP. And that's what I've got. Oh god, yeah, we're good now. They are dead. Maybe they're not dead, but we can go Matron for Piledriver is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Lol. And that's why we didn't cast the Matron. Take that, weird Belcher deck. Alright, sideboarding. I mean, we can't Brutality a Belcher. Like, I would say we don't want Munitions Experts. Don't want Tarfire. I'll leave one expert just in case they bring in something weird. But I mean, I don't even know what to say. I got nothing. They're not playing Empty the Warrens, right? And no, they're not playing Rituals. They're going to bring in Worm Coil. Well, we have our Trashmaster. So did I watch the Red Sox-Yankee game last night? I have not watched a Yankee game all year. I am a poser. I don't even know who the Yankees are. I haven't followed baseball much in the last few years. This is a Jeter shirt. I'm just a poser. I used to follow baseball pretty closely, but all right, this hand's actually great. Turn 2 Warchief is exactly what we want in this weird fantasy match. The Survivor Football League is still open. That's correct. All right, so 2 Chancellor Rectangles. This deck is hilarious. Talisman of Curiosity on turn 1. Broken. Utterly broken. Yes, I followed the Yankees very closely in the Jeter years. I first was aware of baseball in like 96. Obviously, LOL, good for me. But once Jeter and Mariano retired, like, I don't know, it lost a little bit of its luster for me. Like, the team's really good right now. Look, they're literally playing every Lay of the Land. This is hilarious. Where's a Tomb with Aether? Talisman of Impulse. All right. We're so dead this game. Cavern of Souls. Best record in baseball. All right, we are playing a turn 2 Warchief. You only do this in unfair matchups, but it is a very good option to have in unfair matchups. So, I mean, we have them dead in 2 turns. We get to go Sling-Gang next turn, and then Matron for Piledriver, or the opposite. Yeah, every green talisman, every Lay of the Land. What's this one do? If a creature died this turn, you can put it onto the battlefield. Wow. 7 mana is Belcher plus Activate, so does that kill them? We Sling-Gang this turn, attack for 5. Then next turn we play Krenko, crank it up. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the sacks. That is lethal next turn. Alright. I mean, their hand is also Chancellor. So they have 4 cards in their hand, but 2 of them are blank. So, Veil of Summer. I have cast a black spell. Okay, you got me. Man, they could have used the Veil of Summer to save themselves against the Sling-Gang. Well, that was a fun first match. Yeah, they're playing Talismans over land. They probably have, like, maybe 5 or 6 lands in their deck, something like that. So, okay, fun first match. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Remember, folks, it is September, as I said. Half-price subs almost all month. This is day 4 of my 20 days in a row of streaming. The goal is 999 subs, not a single one more. You can see the bonuses on the stream, on the screen. So if you're thinking about subbing, not really sure, hop on, give a sub. What do you get when you sub? I'll tell you. All my emotes. Almost no ads on the stream itself. You access to all my VODs, so you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want, before it goes up on YouTube. And watch the things that don't go up on YouTube either. Access to my private Discord chat server for subs only. It's bumping in there. It's great. A lot of fun. The Survivor Football League. You must enter before the games tomorrow. Free to play, free prizes, super fun. All subs get a Christmas card every year. So You'll get a Christmas card from Nicole, John, and I, as well as a Jim Davis Goblin token, topical. I can show that off. Uh-oh. Not a good matchup. Yeah, you also get a Jim Davis Goblin token in your Christmas card, courtesy of CoolStuffInc.com. F for Burnsy, please. Burnsy's on there, Nicole's on there, John's on there, and I'm on there. That's really cool. And yeah, other cool stuff too. There's a link in the Discord for the Survivor League. So if you want that token, Christmas cards are coming. Alright, so we have the War Marshals are really good here. They buy a lot of time, and we're almost pain free on our lands, so this isn't that bad for us. Yeah, baseball has gotten tired for me over the years. I just love hockey so much. Cheerer, an anonymous cheerer. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Fabulous thing, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Goblin Guide number 2. Ugh. I mean, this is not a good attack. Our top card is Skirk Prospector. I have a Secret Admirer. Ooh, don't tell Nicole. So, we can double block and kill the Swift Spear, but the Marshal will die anyway. I'm just going to block Goblin Guide. Alright. So, awkwardly, Vial's going to go up here. We draw Prospector. Can't do both. Dylan, new sub from New York City. Awesome. Planks and Scars. Favorite card, Thoughtseize. Favorite deck, Shadow. Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it. NYC. In New York. When the Yankees won the World Series in 2009, me and my buddy Jay were in Atlantic City playing some poker. And we watched the World Series in the poker room. It was pretty cool, actually. We came home like that morning. And on the radio, they played that song every half an hour. The entire trip. Alright. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to take a point off here off our land, but it's fine. We're going to get it for 1 with this token, I think. Yeah. Actually, maybe we leave it back and double block the... You know what? The Prospector doesn't matter. Never mind. This is fine. We do have Piledriver, and we do need to actually race and kill them a little bit, so... We're going to single block the Swift Spear with the Marshal and double block the Goblin Guide, probably. Black? Interesting. Alright, skewer the critics, yeah. See, the problem is against Burn, it's a bad matchup because they're kind of like a weird spell-based combo deck, and we just don't interact with that at all. Like, we can't, they just dealt 9 damage, we can't do anything about it. You know, we can't block their burn spells. We do have Sling-Gang in our deck, which is definitely swings the matchup a lot. It's a huge improvement, but... Alright, that's fine. So, Sling-Gang Commander off the top, please. Or Matron, or Ringleader. God, you love to see it. Oh my god, you love to see it. Alright, that's probably game. Sling-Gang is really, really good. It's funny because it looks like a big win condition, but it's honestly so good because of this. Because it gives the deck an element it never had before. Being able to gain life is actually huge, or kill non-combat out of nowhere. Awesome. Love it. Oh, yeah, you love it. Alright, so sideboarding in our 3 brutalities. That'll help a lot. And that's probably all we want. Maybe buy Cratermaker. Don't want Krenko. I think we can shave 2 Piledrivers. I don't mind shaving a Ringleader, honestly. It's a little slow. So they're red black burn, kind of weird. If they have Plague Engineers, I'm gonna go ballistic. Pashalik Mons is good. It's quite good. It's very good in concert with Prospector and very good in concert with Sling-Gang Lieutenant. It's very good in creature matchups. It's not a card you want more than one of, but all of our looting decks went 3-2. Dredge, Phoenix, and Mardu Pyromancer. If you missed all those, they're all going to be up on my YouTube, and also I wrote an article on CoolStuffInc.com all about them, which you can view. Came out yesterday. Check it out, CoolStuffInc.com. Faithless Loading Replacements, updating Dredge, Phoenix, and Pyromancer. I go over all the possible updates, cards you can play. It's a good one. Not going to miss it. CoolStuffInc.com. Alright, so we're going to try this. There should be a separate chat for the league. There's a sports chat. It's in there somewhere. It's pinned in the sports chat channel. We are currently 1-0. Up a game against Burn in round 2. This hand's pretty bad. I mean, we're gonna keep. This hand sucks, but we can't go worse than this. Rift Bolt. You like to see that, not a creature, so. Goblin. Prospector. Okay, so black. Bump in the night. Bump in the night. Lava Spike. Black-red burn is definitely much more of a just strict Lava Spike deck. Alright, so this is pretty good. We can play Prospector here. We can get our Blood Crypt, so we have access to our... Maybe I should have just kept the Blood Crypt and not the Wooded Foothills. Yeah, it might have been better. I mean, alright, so... We can just kill this. It's not that... We're going to have to shock and take damage, but we can kill this. It's not that bad. It's better than taking 6. So we're at 8, and they have 2 cards in their hand. Blizzard, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Pashalik Mons also plays really well against Lightning Skelemental, so that's cool. Sling-Gang Commander. Goblin Guide. I mean, we're blocking. Hopefully we don't draw a land next turn, so that's good. Top card is Auntie's Hovel. Alright, I mean, we got a block, so... We are certainly soft to more Lightning Skelementals, but... We have 1 card in hand. We are at 8 life points. Right on time. We gotta attack. Gotta close. Alright, your turn. Don't lightning skelemental me, please. Thank God. One more Field of Ruin. Put him off black. Alright, big spell here. Big spell. Ringleader, Matron, Auntie's Hovel. Bump in the night. Unfortunately, they have 6 damage in their graveyard if they get 2 more lands. So we're almost getting to the point where lands or spells are like bad for us, but we draw any Sling-Gang, Matron, or Ringleader, and we should be fine. If that is a possibility, and we can do that. Come on. Cool, cool, cool. We're a little short. Unfortunately. We can sack a Goblin to play Sling-Gang. Which is not ideal, but... Then the question is, how deep do we even want to go? Maybe I wait a turn. We're at 5. Like, I could go Matron for Matron for Matron, and then next turn, Matron for Sling-Gang. 2 cards in hand. I guess if we play Sling-Gang, I guess if they bolt the thing, we're in really good shape anyway, so yeah, alright, that's fine.
Thanks for the positive and fun magic stuff. Keep it up, Jim.
Ark, 2-month resub, welcome back, my friend. Thank you for coming back, I appreciate that. That second month's the most important one, as it means you chose to come back. And that's awesome. Thank you so much. Alright, so sack that. Alright, game's over. Alright, the fear is that they kill it responsive trigger, but now the game. Now we're just in fine shape, so. Skewer the critics, targeting us. That is fine. Just don't have sudden shock. Mushroom Method, new sub, what's your name, where you from, welcome from. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate all your support. Seriously, this is my full-time gig. It's what I do for a living. I stream on Twitch, make videos on YouTube, produce content for CoolStuffInc.com. I don't travel that much to tournaments anymore. I just haven't really had time. Wanted to focus more on content creation. I have a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipe, which is going to be really cool. Taste it. And yeah, your support makes that possible. Thank you so much, everyone. From myself, my family, Nicole, John. Obviously, you see John on stream sometimes. We do a show called The John and Jim Show. If you don't know what that is, well, you got to watch The John and Jim Show. We had one earlier this week after John's first day of school. We've been playing Donkey Kong Country as of late. This is an ad. Boo, ads. No! Don't try these guacamoles or whatever it said. We won, yes. John and Jim Show. There we are.
There we go.
It's on YouTube. Check it out.
Wait, what?
Oh, God, I stink. Check it out. John and Jim Show. And the YouTube, of course, if you haven't seen the YouTube, go check it out. I post a video almost every day. Standard, modern, other formats, cube drafts. It's all on there. Check it out. I'm going to keep. This hand is not great, but it has decent potential. Celestial Colonnade? Oh, God. There's one thing you love to see as a Goblins player. It is a Celestial Colonnade. Oh, God, yeah. I went 2-0 against Blue White at the Pro Tour, and not a single game was close. My opponents were very dejected. Okay. Shock Watery Grave. Taraxis, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Alright. I mean, that's a bad draw. We're going to cast Aether Vial. They might counter it. That's fine. You only really need one Vial. It's very important to fetch your basics. I mean, fetch your non-basics against this deck, too. So your their paths and stuff are worse. They're playing black, too, so it could be a little different, but... Why is the matchup so good? Because they never kill you, and you have Cavern of Souls and infinite card advantage. They just can't beat you in a long game. As long as you play tight. If you play stupid, you'll lose really fast. But it's actually a very fun matchup to play, which sounds silly. Like, well, yeah, it's a good matchup, Joe. Of course it's fun. Of course it's fun to play. It's a difficult matchup in that you need to play very well. But if you play very well, it's like a 90-10 matchup. They have Fatal Pushed my Skirk Prospector. Sure. Traxxas, I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Alright, so... Dead. Just gotta find one Matron or one Ringleader and get the ball rolling here. Extremely skill-intensive matchup. Hello, friend. Jay, 6-month resub, welcome back. I mean, we're probably not fielding them. We could field them, honestly. It's always good to save. I mean, the thing is, I'm thinking about blue-white. It's good to save your fields for their fields, and you get them before you play Cavern, but they're playing Esper. Probably don't have field in their deck. Either of these requires pulling a basic out of our deck. I'm just going to play the Foothills. And so you go. Do I still have a Discord? Absolutely. The Discord is perhaps the highlight of being a sub, honestly. Awesome community in there. Everyone talks Magic, not Magic, sports, spoilers, standard, modern, you name it. It's all in the Discord. Also, the Survivor Football League is in there. If you want to sign up for that, it's free to play. You got to sign up by tomorrow, obviously. Field of Ruin, sure. How do you get in? Information is right above your chat. P. Diddy. Alright, so crank those up. The third vial is not super exciting. So we're going to play another vial. And we're going to play a Field of Ruin and say go. Our goal is to tag their Field of Ruin. Fact or fiction? God, you love to see it. Alright. 5 lands. I mean... Probably Colonnade Swamp. I guess. They took the 3 lands. So they took the field. So now... we can field their field. They just have another field, which sucks, so we're not going to field anything now. If they took the non-field pile, I would field their field while they were tapped out. Try and protect the future Cavern, but... I mean, I love Fact or Fiction. That's a card I want to brew with. I haven't gotten around to yet. Alright, so untap. Crank them all up. And the Ranger should be a lot better this year, I would hope. Alright, so surprise. Yeah, I would like to use the ability. Alright, no break, please. That's a brick. That is basically a brick. Not cool at all. Our 4th Aether Vial, 2 lands, and Mogg War Marshal. I think Boggles has a good matchup versus Burn. Yeah, probably, right? I mean, it's probably going to get Stoneforge decks too. Might have like Snap Push here, which would be pretty good, but they're going to Field of Ruin my Blood Crypt. Alright. No, you don't want. I don't think you want Horizon Land if it's like your late game is great. Your goal is to survive the early game, and Horizon Lands don't let you do that. So you want to make your land drops. Obviously, we are flooding a bit this game, and we've drawn all 3 vials, so this has been an awkward hand, but alright, so we're going to push the Piledriver. We're going to Tarfire. I have a Snapcaster Mage. I've also drawn Tarfire, which is terrible in the matchup too, so pretty bad hand from us so far, and I still feel pretty fine about this. The Drizzle.
Lol, I keep forgetting to ask for a Discord link.
Okay, so we know they have a field in their hand. I'm not going to cast this Mogg War Marshal because I think I would like to make sure I can field their Colonnade. Them checking me with Colonnades the way they can beat me, I'm just not really in a rush. Soul Herder to Blink Ringleader. Yeah, we should draw 1 Matron or 1 Ringleader, and everything's fine. Alright, so that's going to punish me for not playing the War Marshal. It's not good. Nah, I don't go to Magic Fests. I'm not even traveling to that many SGs anymore. I'm just going to be focusing on staying home and streaming. Alright. I mean, most of the things that could go wrong in this game have gone wrong, unfortunately. Yes. No. No. Hello, friend. Now we're good. It's all good now. Ringleader number 2. Yes, please. A little better. A little better than the first one. Not gonna lie. Let's attack. It's a fairy. Right? Yeah. Like, yeah, we're just gonna attack the fairy, make sure it dies. We could wait and, like, attack it for 2, ping it for 4, or whatever, but, like, they could easily have removal here, so. Path to Exile. Alright, so we're going to, we're gonna Expert in They have 2 mana up. This is fun. No, you definitely do not cast Warchief and Piledriver. You hold on to these till they cast a Wrath. That's what I'm saying about this matchup being very skill intensive. You must play tightly or you will lose. See, now I want to kill the Teferi. Yeah, I'm just gonna... It's got to be at least 3... Yeah, we'll just do it now. The Expert's so good, too. The ability to hit Planeswalkers, making it not dead in matchups like this is so awesome. So now we have 4 cards in our hand. They have 6 cards in their hand. They're likely to have cards like Mana Leak or Logic Knot. They don't do anything. We have enough in play to pressure them, which is great. We have an answer to Celestial Colonnade. We have tons of gas. We're feeling good. Have an answer to the next Planeswalker. Creeping Fart Pit, sure. So, nothing doing here. Gonna leave Vial on 2. Glock, I don't want to see the 24-hour stream, so you can sub, but don't be the 1000th person, all right? Field of Ruin again. Okay. So again, no reason to go crazy here. They have 5 cards in hand. There's no reason to overcommit. They never ever kill you. So just take your time, pace yourself out. Fire up Colonnade? I mean, sure. Sure. So unfortunately we're at the point now where Path to Exile is going to be free because all of our basics are in play, but it's fine. We're 2-0. Ob. Alright. Land and go. Just chilling. This is a Ghost Quarter because we have the basics left, but they have another path? Sure. Your 1-for-1s will not save you now, my friend. You're 2-0. That's their second Field of Ruin, sure. We played against a weird Belcher deck. We played against a black-red Skelemental Burn. We're going to put our Mogg War Marshal. Kaya's Guile. Kicked. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Exile all cards from each opponent's graveyard. Create a spirit token with flying. You gain 4 life. Okay. I guess I sacked the Marshal. I was going to play Echo, but this is fine. I think they're actually just dead now, so yeah, they're just dead. And this is why you sandbag your Piledriver and your Warchief, because they make a play like this, and they just die. So, they're tapped out. Warchief. They knew all the cards in our hand, too, right? Like... Lol. Probably didn't need to play that, because I mean, I'm sure they think I have it, but, you know, puts it in their mind. You are dead. The Black Force? If they Black Force me, Sure. Totally cool. Star Wars RPG. Yeah, Kevin messaged me. I don't know. I mean, maybe learning new games is hard. I'm old, you know. All right, so icons come in. Pretty fine with just Chainwhirler being like a reasonable threat by itself. Cratermaker is okay. We'll cut Tarfire, cut 3 Skirk Prospectors. You want to have more gassy cards. That's basically it. Don't want Relic, don't want Trashmaster, don't want Thoughtseize. This is all great. Oh boy. 4th day in a row of streaming. 16 days to go. We're on a great pace here with our subs. Again, thank everyone so much for your subs. Appreciate that. Do we see if they're playing Stoneforge Mystic? If they're playing Esper Control, I would say they're probably not playing Stoneforge Mystic. That would be my guess. This hand's not great, but I think the problem is if they're playing Blue Eye Control, I would snap keep this hand. But if they have like discard spells, why no Thoughtseize? It's not what it's about. What do you want to Thoughtseize? You know? Again, it's important. People ask me a lot, why not play this card? It's better if you ask me, I think you should play this card because, and I can tell you if I agree or disagree. Like, why do you want Thoughtseize? We're going to keep. Killagerm. Yeah, technically it's my 5th day in a row, but it wasn't September yet, so. That's good. That's good. Alright, so just chilling. I mean, not a great hand, but Ringleader's insane, so whatever. Yes, Thoughtseize is like, it's not a goblin. There's no card in their deck we want to Thoughtseize. Like what do we need to Thoughtseize? What can we not deal with that we have to dip into our sideboard, take Thoughtseize, you know? Nate, appreciate it, my friend. Thanks. No, everything did not go smoothly with the house. We're working on it, Dave. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. All right, so the point is, but you don't need Thoughtseize to beat Verdict. You just play like we did last game. At no point last game was Verdict ever good. So as long as you play safely, you don't need to do that. So keep your deck nice and threat dense with lots of great goblins. That's also good. Yeah, it's just ship it. So there you go. No worries, Dave. If you didn't see the moving video, I explained it there, but the thing is, like, you don't need the discard to you have Cavern of Souls and Vial, and even without both those, you can still just play carefully, and the game goes long enough where you'll just draw a Cavern eventually anyway. So the discard spells are only for the combo matchups with things you can't deal with. This is not one of those things. Kind of a weird Matron spot because we're probably going to get Ringleader with it, honestly. No, we don't. This is much better than a 1/1. I might actually just not play Matron here. I don't know. Nah, we don't need Plague Engineer, I don't think. I think we're pretty good in those matchups. Goblins is, I think it's good versus humans. It's kind of weird. Alright, yeah, we're going to Matron. It's funny because we're just getting literally another Goblin Ringleader, but it's fine. Hopefully they don't have like Cabal Therapy or something, you know? I brought in Chainwhirler, yes. Chainwhirler is just like a higher value threat than Prospector is, and it can kill Snapcasters and Planeswalkers and stuff too, so that's really, really good. We board out all but one Prospector, and this is the one Prospector that's left, so... Plague Engineer is very good, but you can play around it. You board out a lot of your X1s, you have plenty of ways to kill it, and you have a Icon of Ancestry as your sideboard card as well, so... I think Goblins would be very, very good against Blue Moon. And everyone's playing fair decks. Humans is usually not great against fair decks, but alright, so we can just get a ring. I mean, I don't even want to cast Ringleader here, actually, because they can just... We're just going to, like, have too many cards in our hand. Alright. Yeah, we're going to Warchief. I mean, this is tough, because, like, they have 7 spells in their hand. Typically, you play around that by just not doing much, but, like, they can't counter our cards anyway. If I play a Warchief, it's definitely going to die. If it gets Path, though, I'm pretty happy with that, so this is fun. Clearly, exchanging cards right now is a very good plan for us, given that our hand is 3 copies of Goblin Ringleader. Alright, go get him. Go get him, boys. And lady. And child. Yeah, this is great. Like, our Warchief being a rampant growth right now is awesome for us. Uh, 600 says, not super familiar with Modern. What's a fair versus unfair deck? So a fair deck plays Magic as you would expect it to be played. I play lands, I play creatures, I kill your creatures, I attack you, I kill you. An unfair deck is doing things that are fundamentally unfair. Combo decks, dredge, hold on, yeah, storm. You know, things that are, they're not really playing Magic. They're kind of playing a different game with Magic cards. That's the definition of an unfair deck. Yes, Hogaak was not a fair deck. Hogaak was a very unfair deck. Ringleader number 1. Devoted Druid unfair? Yeah. I'd say so. Alright, so 2 is fine. And I'm pretty fine just smashing here. Vial is a very fair Magic card, yes. It's obviously like a sliding scale. Like, we do unfair things occasionally in this deck. You know, a deck like Is It Phoenix was mostly a fair deck, but occasionally they would Phoenix you twice on turn 2. You know, like, so it's not always black and white as to what is fair and unfair. A deck like Bring to Light Scapeshift is like kind of fair, kind of unfair, but mostly unfair. But a deck like Neoform is like hard line unfair. They literally can't interact with you. They just try and do their thing and kill you. So, alright, so pretty easy Echo here. If I only had one more Ringleader, I might not cast one here, but I'm just going to cast it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to cast it. That's unnecessary. Never make their Wraths good. We have so much power in play already. They're going to Cryptic again? Great. And then we're going to cast a second Mogg War Marshal because it's not that bad against Wrath. What's up, Dro? We went 3-2 with all of our Faithless Looting, less Faithless Looting decks. Marty Pyromancer, Phoenix, and Dredge. They'll all be up on YouTube if you missed them. And I wrote an article about them as well. Check that out on Cool Stuff Inc. Doug, resub, Han Soloed. There's your verdict. Cool. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate that. Welcome. And reload. Ringleader. Only two. Is the card Persecute legal in Modern? You cannot beat that card. Fatal Push a Goblin token. Yeah. Oh, of course it's an 8th edition. Every unfun card ever printed is an 8th edition. So I should have guessed that one. Make a blue. Make a green. Make a red. Matron. I have an idea. Let's get another copy of Goblin Ringleader. What do y'all think? Get some hype in chat for another copy of Goblin Ringleader. We're almost out of goblins here. Why is there a stop on our end step? What else you got? Esper control opponent. Shock is interesting. It's probably a snap cryptic command. Alright. Yeah, it's probably just a snap, but get Blood Crypt. Shock. Make a blue, a red. Ringleader. Still game 2. Up a game. Perfect. Move to combat. See, the problem is if a deck's ever trying to outfare you when you're playing goblins, this is what happens. It's just like a comical joke. Like, if they're like, see, the problem is when you play against a deck like if they're playing like Bring to Light Scape Shift, and they can do this, but then win all in one shot in one turn, those matchups are hard because they can just actually kill you. But when you're playing against a fair deck that can't just kill you out of nowhere, goblins is like just the nut. All right, 7 cards in hand, 10 power in play. Your turn. Celestial Colonnade. Alright. Goblins against big mana. I think Valak is probably tough. Because like I said, they can interact with you with like Bolt and Anger of the Gods. And then kill you all in one shot. I think Tron's fine. We have 4 Field of Ruins. We have sideboard cards. It's kind of swingy. Depends on how good their hand is and stuff, you know. Easy Echo. Aether Vial, sure. Move to combat. Snapcaster Mage. Alright. Cryptic again. You got it. So tap and draw. What do we want now? I mean, we can Matron. We're 1 short of Matron for Sling-Gang. Which is kind of annoying, actually. But I think I'm pretty happy with just casting the Matron. We'll just get Sling-Gang to set up for next turn. We do have a Chainwhirler, but like, what are their Snapcasters doing anyway? You know, like, who cares? They're just speed bumps. Get Sling-Gang, play Aether Vial, and it's your turn, my friend. No, it is not players also. That would make this card busted. I think K-Command is just worse than the other options you want. Again, your goal with your sideboard cards is to solve your problems. And K-Command, if you're looking at it as an artifact removal spell, I mean, it kills artifacts, but not nearly as efficiently as the other options. And you don't really need the recursion. Like, you already grind very well, so... Not even going to attack first? Sure. Get a token. I think that Trashmaster and the other Goblin are better. So, timely reinforcements. Sure. Now they only have one black up, so I can probably kill them this turn. Maybe not. I can Warchief. If we draw a land, I think we can kill them. Maybe. Maybe not. Whatever. I just gotta hurry up here. It's taking too long. 3 cards left. Okay. So I can Warchief, Krenko, Sling-Gang. And they can't kill any of those. Seems pretty good. And they've already cast 2 Wraths and used 2 Snaps, so it's not super likely they have another Wrath. Yeah, we're going to do that. You happy? I'm Krenkoing. I know you all love Krenko so much. Like 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It looks like lethal. I just can't attack with the Sling-Gang itself. It's ambitious. Alright, so take 8, 16. Yeah, they're dead as a doornail. Oh god, what's happening? Things are moving around really, really weird. Alright, take 1,000,000. You're at 8. That's fortunate. I have 8 tokens here. It'd be a real shame if they were to fly at your face. Close match, though. Close match. Pew, pew, pew. No, why do you want Chieftain? Doesn't do what you want it to do. It's much worse than Warchief. And you don't want a Lord. 3060. Let's roll. Goblin time. Remember, folks, check out my sponsor, BCWSupplies.com. BCW Supplies, #1 source for all your game shopping needs. Hop on there. Go buy your sleeves in advance. All right? Don't show up to the GP. Oh, I gotta buy sleeves and buy a $16 pack of Katana sleeves that aren't even that good anyway. All right? Hop on here. Show a little foresight because you're a Magic player and you like to plan ahead if you play control decks or whatever. And buy yourself packs. Buy yourself 5 packs of the BCW Deck Guard Elite 2 sleeves. Where are they? They're on here, I swear to God. They're on here somewhere. I'll show them to you, I swear. Well, they're on here. And, oh God, we're crashing everything. Everything's blowing up here. They're right here. Here we go. So, you buy 5 packs for $6.50 each. Then take 10% off with my my promo code Jim10. Save some money. Be smart. The Elite 2, I like the mulberry color. I prefer the matte fronts. They shuffle really, really nice, but the gloss fronts are available also. So, opponent mulligans to 6. We're going to mulligan also. I mean, it's not great, but we're going to keep. Are the Goblin tokens with me available for purchase? No, not yet. Everyone who subs, my subs get Christmas cards every year. I'm going to mail one out to every sub free of charge. All right, so we're gonna keep. We're gonna ship one of these fetch lands, and we're gonna hope we draw reasonably well. Does second Sling-Gang matter? Yeah, just drawing it is good. Oh god, they're playing... Oh no. This is not good for burn. Barry!
Keep on Goblin.
Resub, welcome back, my friend. Another Prospector? I think we're in trouble, folks. It's not a good hand against burn. Do I play Commander? No, not at all. I am not a Commander fan. I detest multiplayer games. And, I don't play much paper Magic. It's not in tournaments, honestly. I mean, I do this literally all day. I spend my entire day either recording videos or writing articles or streaming or editing articles or putting up videos. So when it's time for downtime, I'm usually doing a non-Magic thing. You know, Magic 60 hours a week is good for me. You know? So. Yeah, we're dead. Triple 1-drop draw from burn on the play is like their ideal draw anyway. I think playing Chieftain over Warchief is a huge mistake. You are not a Merfolk deck. You don't want a Lord in your deck. I might just skip and go to the next game, honestly. What do we have? We have a top card is a Matron. Alright, well, I guess we'll try things out. We'll see. Yes, Nicole and I did a cube last night. How would you all like to watch Nicole and I playing paper Magic, doing like one-on-one cube formats? You know, maybe like a 2-hour show of Nicole and I. We do like a Winston draft or a grid draft and playing out, 3 or 5 games or whatever. Would that be a thing that would interest people? Nate, you tell me, why do you want the power of Chieftain? Why do you want a Lord in your Goblin deck? Top card is Goblin Matron again. Just one League of Goblins, yep. Alright, I mean, I think we are dead as can be, but... How do you get your address into the mailing list and the subs? When it comes time for Christmas cards, I put out a form on the Discord, and I email it out to all my subs. Nicole, are you on my iPad chatting as me in chat? Bolt a Goblin. Yeah, alright. Brawl? I think we might do. It's a possibility for the future. I'm going to concede. We're just dead. So, unfortunately, not a very good hand. And then they had basically an ideal burn hand. So, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. So, Nate, the thing is that there's 2 flaws with your logic there. One, you don't need to outsize your opponent's creatures because you just outcard them. Like, you're rarely going to outsize your opponent's creatures. You just kill them and draw a million cards and win anyway. And then the problem with a Chieftain or Lord effect against Plague Engineer is you build a house of cards. So your board is Prospector, War Marshal, Token, Lord, and they have a Plague Engineer in play. They just bolt your Lord and everything dies. So that's why we have Icon on the boards. It's hard to kill. So yeah, you're a grindy deck. You're not a Merfolk deck. Straight
Goblin token and a Christmas card. How could I not sub?
Straight jacket. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. All right, so brutalities are in. The Cratermaker is in. Krenko's gone. Piledriver, and Ringleader is gone. Frog Tosser Banneret's also just not very good either. Just not a very powerful card. It's got 1 toughness. Doesn't give your things haste. Warchief's 1,000 times better. I have strong opinions on what cards are good and not good in Goblins, and those Frog Tosser is far too weak. All right, better hand here. Better hand. This is not good. If your sub runs out, you have to be subbed during Christmas. I'm gonna in the early December. I'll be putting out a message on Discord, and every active sub will get it, and I will get your addresses and stuff, and I will mail out the tokens and the gift cards. Not gift cards, Christmas cards. No gift cards. Don't quote me on that. We're gonna mulligan. His hand just sucks. King is okay because King at least has a different purpose. Is it makes your things unblockable against red decks. But again, you usually don't need that anyway. So this hand is the nuts. Keep. We're gonna ship an expert. The problem is we got a shock. It's a brutality, but I think Cratermaker is better than expert. Cratermaker kills all their creatures anyway. Can you pay me for a signature of a token? Yeah, just put it in the note on the form. Goblin Dark Dwellers? Don't troll me. Don't troll me. Rift Bolt. Alright, this is actually fine. So I want to kill a creature with this anyway, so... Alright, going up. Tarfire. That's okay. New sub is Alexander from Sweden. Playing for 2 years or so. Favorite card is Old Kaya. Deck Espergoros. Alexander, thanks my friend. I appreciate it. Goblin Bombardment. I mean, why would that be good? Yep. That's not a bad idea. X.
I usually watch your stuff on YouTube. Happy to catch you live, but I'm out. Victory hand.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 1,000 biddies. Eidolon of the Great Revel. You love to see it. So, we are going to need to draw a Matron or Ringleader or something here, but I think we're going to pitch the Tarfire and the Expert and have Cratermaker available to Vial in. Blizzard, of course, my friend. I have a lot of Goblins content on Cool Stuff Inc. You can just Google search Jim Davis, Cool Stuff Inc. Goblins. I've written a lot of articles and stuff. That'll hopefully help you out as well. Field of Ruin. That's interesting. Do I want to discard a land and keep, like, Tarfire? Or do I want to just play the land? We already have Vial. We're definitely casting Brutality. I think I want the land. Just pitch the Expert and the Tarfire. They're both pretty bad. Tarfire's fine. Yeah, this should land, actually. No, I hit the wrong button. Alright, never mind. We'll discard the other two things. I hit the land to discard it, but I didn't hit the Brutality yet. Awkward. Honestly, it might be right anyway, so... I think making your land drops is very, very important with Goblins. Goblins is not an aggro deck. For the same reason that you don't want to play Canopy lands, it's the same reason you want to play 23 lands. Because you need to make all your land drops. Alright, they have an Eidolon. God. Their hand's really good. Alright. So yeah, I kind of wish we kept the Tarfire, but it's fine. Yes, Goblins is basically a control deck. Make your land drops, draw some cards, draw more cards, win the game. Simple as that. Alright, so they have Skewer, new card in their hand. Put in Cratermaker. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. Attack. Yes, Goblins is not an aggro deck. Again, check out my articles. I've written a lot of articles about this. Goblins is about the principles of Goblins. Goblins is a very misunderstood deck. It is not an aggro deck. It's a control deck that can kill you fast sometimes. So now we can more Marshal here and take 2 and keep playing, or we can just kill this. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill it. We're gonna kill Eidolon. And I could have waited because then they take damage also, but again, I think we win the long game here, and we're currently pretty ahead on life. We're ahead on board. Yeah, Gem Bomb's insane. You'd probably play 4 Gem Bomb, 1 Expert, I would think. Alright, so their hand is Skewer, card. Ugh. It's a pretty good draw. We need some help here, honestly. Goblin Grenade is not good in this deck either. Again, that's a sacrifice your resources for damage card. And again, we're a value deck. We don't want to do that. All right, big draw step here. Vial is going to go to 4. So if I draw a Ringleader or what's it called, I want to put it in play. And that's a land. Oh boy. I mean, I don't really want to fetch. And we don't really have a good block on this Swift Spear. They have any spell. I also don't want to chump block either. This is tough. If they have 2 spells or a spell in their hand, they draw their spell, we could be in trouble. But okay. Uh-oh. Alright, so they have Searing Blaze, which is really, really good. We are in pretty serious trouble. Our top card probably needs to be a Ringleader, a Matron, or a Sling-Gang. I'm giving them a free mana here, but if we draw a field, we can take them off white, so alright, big draw step. Big draw step. Not a big draw. Not a big draw. Guess I didn't need to play that, but whatever. Alright, I mean, we are probably dead here. You can sell your bulk to cardhoarder.com. It's not worth basically anything. Like, it's worth almost nothing. Well, we're talking like 1,000th of a penny for your rare. Come on, big draw step. That is a big draw step. That is definitely a big draw step. Alright, well, they have the card in hand and the card they're going to draw. And then they almost need to kill the Sling-Gang. Yeah, right, before the things come into play. So we get to gain essentially 4 life from this exchange. And then block the thing, and now we're still kind of going, but so no cards in hand. We're gonna block with a token. And once again, hope to draw Matron or Ringleader. Alright, I mean, we're at 6 and they have 1 card. I should have held that land for Brutality. I have not played with Brutality yet. That was really bad. That was really bad. Hello. Hello, Governor. Hit me. Come on. Please. So they're at 10 life points. We need to make sure we don't die. Expert, Warchief, Warchief. So there's definitely some tension here as far as leaving a blocker back because we would die to Searing Blaze. We have 3 total brutalities in the sideboard. I don't need that open. I attack with both of these and leave the Goblin back. And puts them to 6. Next turn I have Warchief. I can't really do a lot next turn. Yeah, I'm going to attack with both of these. If I die, I die. They've played 1 Searing Blaze. Oh, God. Oh, they have a Helix. Helix is a pretty big swing, I'm not going to lie. That's a hard one. So they're at 8, we're at 3. Banefire? Why do you want Banefire? Remember, folks, I'm not trying to be like a jerk when I'm saying, like, well, why do you want this card? It's much easier for me to give, like, good discussion if you tell me, instead of saying, why not this card, say, I think you should play this card because, and then give your reason. If you say why X card, I obviously, I'm not playing that card, so I don't think it's good. So, but I don't have a context to give you an answer. So, all right. So they drew out on us. Yeah, and it's not a great matchup, for sure. Is that a Screaming Goat? Yes, it is a Screaming Goat, actually. I've seen Pleasant Kenobi's combo goblins list. Nope, I have not. What kind of combo is it? All right, so we lost the burn. We've beaten burn once, but it's definitely not a great matchup. We got destroyed in game 1, and maybe could have gotten that game 2 if things went our way, but. Want to hear a crying goat? Watch Super Bowl 52. Cody, resub, 13 months. Welcome back. All right, so unfortunately we're not going to trophy, but darn burn decks. I think with Brutality we're probably at least even, if not slightly favored overall in the matchup. But that's what basically everyone thinks about every deck ever. All right, let's go. Hit the 4-1 here. Mop it up. We're 3-1. We just took our first loss to burn. It is Cauldron Haze, Putrid Goblin. Oh, so you you get Persist and Infinite Kill. That's cute. Yeah, this hand's fine. Skirk Prospector. I like goblins. They make funny little popping sounds when they die. Opponent says, I love goblins. Me too. Me too. Basic Island. Typically good for us. That's also good for us. Okay. So, things should be good here as long as you're not playing like Storm or something. How about Goblin? How about we add a blue? I like adding a blue to cast my goblins. What's up, Fresh Leader? How are things going? We're 3-1. We just lost a burn. How good do I think Fecundity Goblins is now that looting is dead? I think Fecundity Goblins is really, really bad. I tried really hard to make that deck good. But even with like Matron now and stuff, it requires way too much to actually work. Returning to Chieftain, I think the Goblins is not an aggro deck, but sometimes you need to race them. Tron, Scapeshift, other decks. Sometimes the game is turning to a specific scenario, and it's a great card. Haste for Krenko, Piledriver, and playing one copy. I have great results against a diverse meta. No, that's an A+ comment. This is why I have this card. I think it's good. Here are my results. What do you think? Perfect. That's what we're looking for. The problem is, so you're playing one Chieftain. Is your goal to just draw it and cast it because it's good sometimes? Or is your goal to Matron for it? So they opt and they put the card on the bottom of their library. Maybe they're playing Phoenix. English is great, by the way. No worries there. Goblin King is modern legal. It is an 8th edition. I have played Goblin King in the past. My Goblin King is the Vomit King. It has like a vomit stain on it. I think it's vomit. It looks like vomit. It's probably not vomit. Want to see my Goblin King that I've played in many tournaments? Oh god, you love to see Hallowed Fountain. I'll just pop out my BCW Z Folio LT binder and see what turns up here. You want to see the Goblin King? Here is my copy of Goblin King. I think I found this on a table. I call him the Vomit King. This Goblin King has killed some people. No lies. Alright. Anyway. Check this out. bcwsupplies.com. Promo code Jim10 for 10% off your order. Alright. We're going to stack our Marshal here. Because we're going to want to attack with token anyway. It doesn't actually matter, honestly. But we're going to stack a token anyway. So we're going to untap. And we're going to bombs away. Oh, that's pretty good too. Bombs away. At a blue, as usual. What's up, Dave? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give me that. Give me them. Give me them friends. Opt again. You got it. You got it. Yeah, all my Goblin cards have seen some serious action. Man, I love these blue-white opponents. You almost feel bad for them until you realize they're playing blue-white control, and you don't feel bad for them at all. All right. Could be Jeskai. I think we're just going to attack and play post-combat Sling-Gang. It's pretty good against Wrath. I did not play Goblin Bidding. My Goblin journey started in Extended. I was playing, it's Jeskai. Extended circa, like, 2003 or something. Electrolyze? Ew. I'll fizzle that, sorry. Make 2 red. You don't draw a card. Sorry, not sorry. Take 2. But yes, I was telling a story, I'm sorry. So I was playing, I played Affinity in Extended. It was like the Fling Atog Affinity deck with Arcbound Ravager and Disciple of the Vault and Atog and Fling. I played that for the entire season. I had like 1 PTQ top 8 with it. And my buddy Charles played Goblins, and he top 8'd every single PTQ. And these are Northeast PTQs in the mid-2000s. Probably the hardest place to play a PTQ anywhere. And I played it for the last PTQ of the season. I top 4'd and lost to double Engineer Plague in Game 2 and Game 3. And that was where it all began. This is going to resolve. I want the land. Then extended rotated. I built goblins and won the first new extended PTQ to go to my first Pro Tour. There's no point in fielding a Hallowed Fountain. Your goal is to Field of Ruin, other Field of Ruins, or Colonnades. Alright, Teferi's pretty bad against us. This is fine. They're at Prospector. Are they dead? Yes, they are. It's so easy. But I didn't even show my Piledriver yet. I imagine Jeskai is a little better against us because Bolt is and Electrolyze are good against us, but should probably still be a pretty good matchup for us. Alright, so Icons are in. Chainwhirler is in. Going to take out the Tarfire. What else did I bring in? Right, a Cratermaker, I guess. Better than the Prospector. Yeah, that's fair. Works for me. We are 3-1. The title at the top does still say that. You are right. Better? I think so. Oh, they knew we had it from the Ringleader, sure. I actually have not played much Blue-White in Modern. I think Blue-White Control is terrible in Modern. That's a hyperbole. I think it's never better than okay. You have to work really, really hard for your wins, and it's just not that powerful anyway. So, any Aristocrat decks in Modern that are viable? I don't think so. Have I watched any Goblin Slayer? I don't know what that is. So, no. Okay. This hand is not very good. It's not bad. It's got a lot of the cards we want, but we need to draw at least 2 lands in our first few draws. I guess we're basically drawing to 21 lands, 4 Aether Vial, and then any number of 1 or 2 drops. Oh, Jeskai. I'm sorry, you're right. I played a lot of Jeskai. I played a lot of Jeskai, not Blue-White. Totally correct. I have an open top 8 or 2. I think I have 2 open top 8s with Jeskai. So you're right. I apologize. I'm gonna keep. I think this is fine. Yeah, I don't watch anime. Not really an anime fan. That's a really good draw. Yeah. Annie's Hovel. I got no goblins. I'm sorry. I just don't have any. It's unfortunate. I'm really unlucky. Opt. I think Alpine Moon is much better than Blood Moon. Again, you tell me why Blood Moon's better than Alpine Moon. Remember, folks, when you're suggesting a card, please let me know what you think beforehand so I can respond to it, rather than me re-asking you why you think you should play that card. And they're playing like classic Jeskai here. That's a good draw. Interesting. I think Ascant does a way they can kind of battle with us in like the way late game. But I'm gonna expose my field over my cavern. I think it's more important. So. Tapland, go. So now, against Blue-White, I would slam Warchief here because they don't have a lot of good ways to kill it. Against Jeskai, I'm going to pay my Echo. And we drew we drew a land that's not Cavern of Souls, which is fantastic. So Alpine Moon is for Tron and for Valakut only. I mean, I went 6-4 at the Pro Tour with this deck, and that was I lost to Hogak 3 times. So I would say this deck is probably pretty good. Blood Moon may give you more time, but it costs 3, so you got to cast it, and the turn that it wastes for you is more impactful. Having the 1 mana and being able to keep doing your own plan is important. So that's true. Scapeshift playing Field of Dead is a reasonable thing. So it being not perfect against Scapeshift is definitely a thing. They have missed a land drop, but they kept their card on top, which means it must have been like the best possible card. 5/5, sorry, 5/5. 5/5 is a lot worse than 6/4. Alright, well, bombs away. Oh, nope. We getting clicked? Ooh. That's awesome, Wolf. Thankfully, we have 2 ringleaders, so I'm not too worried. I think Fields is really, really important against your Tron matchups. I think Tron is it's very hard to win against Tron without Fields. They cast Electrolyze in game 1. I fizzled it with a Skirk Prospector. Alright, we could not Ringleader here. We could, like, Sling-Gang or something else. Because if we Ringleader and hit more than 2 goblins, we got to discard, which sucks. No, Alpine Moon turns off Tron completely. It's no longer an Urza Tower or whatever. Or we can't really Warchiefs, you can't really attack into the click. I think I like Sling-Gang here. I mean, Tron can kill Alpine Moon with Blast Zone. It takes a long time to do. You're not trying to... It's important to remember that people think of cards like Blood Moon or Alpine Moon as prison cards. They're not prison cards. They're tempo cards. You're not trying to play the Blood Moon and they can never, ever win the game anymore. Oh, my God. Your goal is to just put them off balance. And the time they need to spend to deal with your Blood Moon or Alpine Moon, you kill them. That's the point. So... yes, they have answers to Blood Moon. Yes, they have answers to Alpine Moon. But your goal is just to slow them down for a turn or two and kill them in the meantime. I think Field is much better than Ghost Quarter and Goblins. And I've played 4 Ghost Quarter and Goblins before and extended. Because having your own lands is very important. And Field of Ruin is much better against random other decks. They kept the card again? And it's not a land? Oh, they're attacking. Alright. I mean, what you got here? Hope it's good. Huh? Doesn't seem to be. Hello. Same thing as last turn. I kind of just don't even want to bother playing Ringleader yet. We're so ahead on cards. I'm just going to attack. It's probably like a Snap Helix or something. I think it's fine. So this is great because I can't gain 3, obviously. Also, they're going to block the Sling-Gang. Okay, so they're going to take the 3, and that plays. That plays. So we could Munitions Expert here and kill the Snapcaster Mage. Maybe I should have done that pre-combat. Yeah, or pre-blocks. Yeah, I screwed up. I made a mistake. Expert is our only answer to stuff, though, which is a little concerning. But I think we're gonna do this anyway. I think I made an error here. I missed the point. And then we're gonna post combat play War Marshal. No, no, no. Always yes, always yes. Whew. I almost said no. What's up, Plasma? So now they're going to Helix it, which is fine. We're going to sacrifice it. They go to 12. We play another War Marshal. If they have exactly Anger of the Gods, then our War Marshals aren't as good, but that's whatever, because I don't care, because I have 5 Ringleaders in my hand. I didn't lose a point this way. Right. So I guess it actually didn't matter. But the point is I didn't think about it. You know, like, your goal is to make sure you're thinking about the games properly, and I did not think about it properly there. So, all right, they play land, they attack. I think they bind the Sulphur Falls, so they are close to flipping Azcanta. We have Field, obviously, though, which is really important. So, Timely is good against us. Timely is definitely a good card. All right. This is fine. Gilly, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Thanks, sub. Appreciate that. Other Cratermakers, sure. Do I have a Chainwhirler? I do. And there it is. Ooh. Kind of a whiffsky. Kind of a whiffsky. Alright, attack all. Daryl from California. Thanks for sub, my friend. I appreciate it. Welcome. And MMC resub, 8 months. Appreciate it. So that Timely was basically a Wrath of God. Gained them a lot of life. Bought them a decent amount of time. But we're still way ahead here. So now if they can flip Azcanta, so we're going to have to field it. We have things to do otherwise, though, so we're in fine shape. Restoration Angel is cute, but a little win more. Would I bring in Alpine Moon against Amulet Titan? I don't know. I have not thought about it. I mean, you can name like Slayer Stronghold. It doesn't seem very good. Teferi, sure. And they kept the card again for search. I guess they actually have field, so like that makes sense. I'm being an idiot. All right, they're leaving back blockers. Sure. We draw a Warchief. I mean, donation bonus leagues are coming back as soon as I get that many subs. Those are our goals. September, half off subs. We're doing great. We're at 634. It's awesome. You're all great. I gotta think here. We must kill Teferi. Mad Money, new sub, what's your name, where you from? The concern here is that if we just cast Expert and they kill a thing in response, they have like Electrolyze, things get really awkward. Yeah, I'm not going to play a deck that literally can't win, but I will... Visitor X is a little off the thing. I'll play most things, though. Alright, yeah, we're gonna pre-combat Expert. I think. I only have 2 cards left. God, this is tough. I'm sorry. I had to think. I'm talking too much. All right. My Cratermaker, kill it. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Teferi has to die, and I can't risk trying to kill, click, and attack it, having to have a removal spell. Even though the removal spell isn't that good, because they're killing like a 1/1, untapping with Teferi is not really a thing we can allow to happen. My War Marshal? Sure. Value. Alright, and then we're going to attack Teferi with everything. They only have one card left, so they can't kill two things here, so Teferi's going to die. Alright, Teferi dead, creature dead. We're now miles ahead on cards. We're ahead on the board. We have Field of Ruin for Search for Azcanta. I'm feeling pretty good here. Pretty good. Skip says, I still remember your promise that I had to play Battle of Wits in paper if someone gave me $2,000 and helped me get the cards. Yeah, I mean, that's still true. Oh my god. Subs are being gifted. Y'all great. Thank you guys so much. Alright. We're going to open on Field of Ruin here. We have a Colonnade too. That's cute. Sure. One copy of Engineered Explosives. I've got a 2, a 2, a 0, and a 0. Alright. Our biggest fear right now is Colonnade. Just getting raced somehow with Colonnade. We're gonna, if they have like a snap here, things are a little awkward, but we're gonna run Warchief out there. I want to play a uniquely costed card, and they're so low on resources it's likely to live. If it doesn't live, it's fine also. So sub counters right below me. Just remember, this is day 4 of September. September, half price subs. Cryptic tap draw. Alright. Why do I have so many... Alright, I need to check something, folks. I have like 100 missed calls and voicemails from... Oh boy. Sorry, I'm having things delivered to the house. Give me 1 second. Sorry, we're working on the house in South Carolina. We're fixing it up and selling it. They're delivering the kitchen stuff. Okay. Shortcut, eh? Yes, Antonio Brown got cut. Hilarious. Okay, so they played Explosives on 2. And they're passing the turn. I mean, sure. Like... Yeah, talk to your sister. I mean, just like they messaged me about the delivery stuff. They said they'll be here in like 5 minutes or whatever. That was a while ago, I think. Just double check it, all right? Thanks, Tits. Ever Nicole? Oh. She's wearing a nice dress.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Yes, have fun.
We're going to Ringleader. Piledriver. Well, not playing those into a Explosives on 2, but I love having Piledriver and Warchief in my hand. I overtapped. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. All right. Actually, let's kill this Explosives right now and see what they do. I missed your chat in the last minute or two. I'm sorry. You can resend whatever you sent and at me, and I'll get to it. They're just letting that happen. This is super sketchy. I want to leave mana up for Expert to kill Colonnade, so we're just going to attack, I guess. They could have Settle, too. The thought crossed my mind. They do. It's like, it's fine. It's not the end of the world, you know? This looks like Colonnade, so. Holy sarcasm. Alright, so they have basically nothing left. And we still have a full grip and the board, and they're at a fat... Oh man, the winning lottery numbers? Damn. I don't know. I haven't played Goblins. This is my first time playing Goblins post-ban. We've played against some weird matchups, but I think it's still very good, probably. Hard matchups are anything super non-interactive, or any very interactive deck that also has like a combo finish. So like a deck like Valakut can be very hard to beat, because they can bolt your Warchief and anger the gods you, but also kill you. Decks like our opponents that are trying to grind with us can never win. Maybe not never win, but it's pretty good for us. Alright, we're just going to slam with everything. I think the Wurza matchup's good. I played against Wurza once at the Pro Tour, and I played against a more like prison-y version of a deck at the Pro Tour, and I beat both of them. So I think it's pretty good. Alright, so they're at 2. We'll play Pashalik Mons, so they can't even Wrath. They have exactly Anger of the Gods. Oh, I screwed up. I could have killed my own creature and killed them. I punted. I got a Cratermaker, shot my own creature. They take 2 and they die. So, play bad, win anyway. The biggest fear is Plague Engineer, but I think the card's pretty beatable as long as you sideboard properly and stuff. Alright, so a pretty convincing 4-1. We lost to Burn. Yeah. Sweet. So that's Goblins. Y'all wanted to see it, and you all got it. This is my updated Goblin list. Here it is. I'm down with Krenko. Would Goblins be bad versus Twin? Yeah. That's the nightmare matchup where they have bolts and interaction and stuff, and they can just go, kill you. That's the thing, because Goblins doesn't interact well with things like that. So, went 4-1, only lost to Burn. This is my updated list. If you want to play Goblins, here you go. Play this exact 75. If you want to win, don't play your cute cards. Don't play your Frog Tosser, Bannerits, and stuff like that. If you want to win with Goblins, there it is. There's your deck. Alright? Yeah, Tarfire's always been in the deck. So, matchup against Jund. Depends on how bad they want to beat you. Like, I lost to a Jund player at the PTQ in Barcelona on Sunday after the Pro Tour, but he had main deck Liliana of the Last Hope. He had like a bajillion Plague Engineers in his sideboard. They really want to beat you, they're probably going to beat you. But typically, Goblins is very good against fair decks, and Icon's really good in that matchup. And against Jund, you board out like Prospector, 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 maybe 1 War Marshal, and 1 Sling-Gang. And at that point, you don't have that many X1s, so 1 Plague Engineer isn't that bad. And you can kill it with Tarfire, you can kill it with Cratermaker, you can kill it with Expert. So, I think Brutality is much better than Claw, because it is good in other matchups as well. You play against a Storm deck, you can board in Brutality, and stuff like that. So, I've beaten Druid when I've played it. I think Brutality helps that matchup too. But Brutality is just a really good card. It's very, very flexible. So, Frog Tosser just doesn't do enough. It's a 1-1 for 2 that has very little effect on the game. It's only good if the rest of your hand's really, really good. Cool. So, that's Goblins. That's the day. All YouTube folks, subscribe because I love you all. Y'all are great. And watch the stream sometime, YouTube folks. You're great.